What is up, friends? We are back for another winter 2026 photo shoot episode, and this should be episode 4, I believe. And today is Friday, February 20th, so we are kind of deep into February right now, third week of February, and it is just after 5 o'clock p.m. Sunset is at 5:40, so I'm gonna get out here for the evening and into the night hours today. We just got quite a bit of snow, actually. We just got hit with like 7 inches last night, and it's like really heavy snow, really wet. It got super warm here throughout February. We lost all of our snow. There was like no snow on the ground for a while, and then we just got dumped on last night with like 7 inches, so decent amount of snow on the ground right now. And I wanted to get out right away kind of after work today and get some photos off with the fresh snow on the ground. So kind of the plan for tonight. I am in Onalaska right now, just in town. I'm gonna walk down just an alley quick before sunset just to check it out, and then I'm gonna actually go back to Galesville. We went out there before for episode 2, and I'm gonna see what we should get some good shots over there with nighttime hours. I went out there in the daytime, and those really did not turn out at all. So I want to go back there tonight, check out kind of some of the scenes we looked at in episode 2, and kind of just retake those photos during kind of the nighttime. So that's kind of my plan for today on this Friday, February 20th. So should be out here for a decent amount of time. Like I said, I'm just going to go down this alley, stroll down there for a bit, and then we'll hop in the truck and go out to Galesville. So that's the plan. Let's get after it. I want to come back to this area at night too, but I figured I'd just check this out now. Lots of snow on the ground. So, we'll just kind of look down this alleyway. Pretty cool shots. It's kind of like a hill up here. Just change locations quick, guys. And I saw this scene kind of driving along the road. Kind of a nice landscape here. All the bluffs in the background and stuff. And kind of just a frame with the trees. That looked pretty cool. But I saw this like right off the road. So I do want to come back to this at night, because we got this kind of nice light right here that'll brighten up the scene at night. So I just thought that looked pretty cool. I'm gonna hop in the truck, get over to Galesville before the sun sets here. All right, guys, I'm back out in Galesville right now. It's 5:50. Sun just set, and gonna try and get some shots of the gas station again, and we'll just keep walking around kind of to some of those other scenes that we saw. So hopefully get some good ones. There's the gas station. Try and get some shots off here before we lose all the light. Finally found an angle that I think is going to work well for these photos here. Kind of over in this area, this light right here, and it's just getting some vertical shots Looking at the sign, it's getting lit up pretty decently. And I also took some landscapes of this scene here, kind of focusing on this shed right here. I thought that looked kind of cool as well. Lots of kind of empty space with this snow in the foreground. Yeah, I think we'll come back to this shot here at the end, this gas station. Maybe look for some more, but I'm gonna keep it moving here. Definitely looks better than before with just overcast skies in the daytime. This side I could not find an angle for. And the sign is not getting lit up as well. Might just look for a couple more shots on this side, but we'll keep it moving. Landscape here, guys. Kind of right next to this gas station. I just turned around here. Got a nice house light right there. That landscape with it looked pretty dope. Get to walking. Pretty dope landscape here. It's right in the middle of the street. These house lights look pretty cool. This is like an old firehouse, I think. Getting lit up by the street light there. Really cool. See what's down here. Didn't really think of this, but yeah, all the snow in the street has been plowed, so it's kind of taken away a little bit of light, but that's all right. Still got a lot of fresh snow everywhere. Kind of a simple scene here. It's this storage shed, a bunch of snow piled up there. But I went pretty wide with it, and it looks really orange. This light is very amber. So, caught a car driving through this scene as well. Kind of look cool. I'm gonna walk up here. This is gonna take us up on top of the hill. And then we'll do like a little loop kind of around there. Check out some more of these houses up there, like you guys can see. This looks like a good opportunity down there. A big kind of apartment building down there with the light on. So I'm gonna go check that out. The lake is right there. That looks pretty dope even from far away. So yeah, it might get kind of a zoomed in shot here. Got a lot of light going on. So we'll see what that looks like. Got a little closer up on these apartment buildings here. Vertical shots in here. Nice lighting. Pretty cool angle on this too. Kind of got some trees right here and stuff. Lots of cool shadows and light. Just turned around from that last scene and saw this one. This is pretty dope, I think. Got a lot of nice ambient light coming off these street lights here. And then these houses with a little Christmas tree in the window, even though it's late February. But it's pretty dope setting there. Seeing lots of good stuff so far. There's the lake, all frozen over. That's where we were before, right down there. Nice alleyway scene here. Went vertical with it. Gonna put this house right in the middle. Good lighting down that alley. The landscape here, guys. Just kind of looking down this street at this building with these kind of colorful LEDs on. Just thought that was kind of a nice angle. Went pretty wide with it too, so. All right, guys, it is about 7:30 right now, and I'm getting close to being done and heading back to the truck here. I think we've gotten a lot of good ones throughout this little shoot, but I am getting to the point of turning around, so we'll be doing that soon. I think this is going to be our final shot of the night here, guys. Nice one to end it on. Portrait style here. I really like the layers of kind of buildings that are coming through on this. Kind of this one in the front, one right here with this light, and then the one in the far back. Nice depth. Kind of went max zoom, like 35 mil. And it turned out pretty sweet. So yeah, I'm gonna start walking back here about 7:30. And yeah, I'm just getting hungry. Okay, hopefully you guys can see me all right. I think. But yeah, I'm gonna start walking back to the truck here, guys. I'm getting hungry for dinner here, and I think I got my fix of photos. And we got a lot of good ones throughout. I'm not sure. I don't think all of these will. Obviously, not all of these will turn out, but the ones we did get, I'm pretty happy with. So, yeah, we just got blasted with snow Thursday night, last night, the 19th, and then today's the 20th. My birthday is actually tomorrow, so probably gonna spend most of the day taking photos. Wouldn't have it any other way. But yeah, we just got blasted with this snowstorm last night, 6 to 7 inches, super wet snow, and I had to work today, so unfortunately I couldn't get out like during the day. I would have actually gone out during the day because it looked gorgeous out, but you guys won't be able to see me here. But yeah, so got out here today though, nonetheless, during the evening hours. Obviously it would be super cool if like all these roads were dusted with snow and stuff, and there was still like snow clinging to the trees and everything, but you know, you can't get everything you want. But I think we hit this one pretty good. And then tomorrow I'm gonna obviously go out on Saturday and yeah, try and get some good shots. We're supposed to get some pretty warm days coming up here, so I am trying to make the most of the snow that we do have, because I think warm springtime is going to be sneaking up on us pretty quick here. So, but I'm gonna get back to the truck, guys. Probably won't take any shots on the way back, so I'll just recoup with you guys when I'm back at the truck. Final shot here, guys. I don't know if this will turn out at all because I'm so far away from the light. But this is that firehouse we were taking photos of before. And I'm just backed up way far on this hill. I just thought this looked dope. I don't know if it'll turn out on the camera because, again, it's very dark. I'm very far away. But still, it's really cool. All right, friends, we are back in the truck now. It is just about 8 o'clock, and yeah, it's got late there pretty quick. I need to get dinner, but really good photo shoot here out in Galesville again. I'm happy I came back out here. I've been thinking about coming back out here for a while after reviewing those first photos from the other photo shoot out here. I just really wanted to make it back during the nighttime hours because I know a lot of those photos we took during the day when it was really overcast, especially like at the gas station there. I wanted to just come back during nighttime, evening hours, and take these again with the fresh snow on the ground, because I know a lot of these would turn out a lot better during this setting than during like daytime overcast. So happy I got it back out here during the nighttime, just after work here today on this Friday. Good way to end the week for sure. And it really was not too bad out there at all, just walking around. Got a little bit cold there at the end. The wind picked up a bit, but it wasn't too bad at all. So Yeah, I think that's pretty much it for this episode, field footage. This will probably just be this field footage alone. So, yeah, I'm planning to go out tomorrow. Probably get out pretty much in the morning and then all day. Make use of this snow. That'll probably be in the next episode. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this little walk through town, walk through Galesville. It's a beautiful area. I love this little city. It is just a very little town, but it's situated in a really pretty spot. Very hilly, kind of got some lakes and rivers running through here. Well, yes, just a river running through here. I don't think, yeah, that actually wasn't a lake. I don't believe that was a lake. I think that was just a river, but yeah, really pretty area. Definitely want to come back out here probably in the summertime as well and see what it looks like then during the long summer nights. So, but hope you guys enjoyed this one, and yeah, that's pretty much it for me. So I'll see you guys back at the crib for the photo review. What is up, everybody? We are back in the crib here for the photo review of Winter 2026, Episode 4. It was a pretty big episode here out in Galesville again. We had gone out to that kind of small town before. I believe it was Episode 2, so kind of earlier on in the winter there for daytime photo shoot. And like I was kind of saying in the beginning of the episode, I've been wanting to kind of get back to Galesville and kind of redo that first photo shoot, because that daytime shoot really did not turn out as well as I thought it would, and a lot of those scenes that I was looking at thought they would just pop a lot better at night, and it would just be a lot more suited for some winter night photography. So really happy to get back out there in Galesville for this photo shoot. Got a ton of really nice photos from that walk through town there. And yeah, it wasn't too terribly cold, but there was no really kind of fresh snow on the ground. There was a decent amount of snow out there, but no fresh snow kind of covering the streets or roads or anything like that. But still, nonetheless, we got, I think, a lot of really nice photos out of this photo shoot here, guys. I know it was pretty big. I think this field footage probably ran pretty long because I spent a good amount of time kind of just walking around town there. And yeah, Galesville is pretty interesting just for the amount of kind of like hills it has, and yeah, there's just some interesting kind of like topography around there. So it gives just different perspectives, and yeah, there's mainly just kind of these rolling hills that kind of go up, and you got that kind of, I think it's that little creek or a small river. It's got to be just a small creek that kind of runs through there. So very, very pretty little town out there. Really, really nice photo shoot all around. And really up until the end there, it was basically just super dark. We worked through Blue Hour and then all the way probably about an hour past sunset. So at the end there, it got really, really dark, and I was actually struggling to get some photos off just because my fingers were freezing up, and the exposure time that I was having to play with on the camera there was kind of getting up there. Without a tripod, it was getting a little tricky. But overall, guys, lots of good photos from this photo shoot here. So we'll just hop onto the screen and start the review. But yeah, like I was saying, initially, really happy to get just back to these locations. It was really nice for me personally, just because I had already been there not too long ago. So I really, in my head, I pretty much knew what I was really looking for. So it wasn't all that difficult, kind of basically trying to find scenes to photograph. Mainly kind of working around this gas station. You guys probably recognize that from the previous shoot. We did that right away in Blue Hour there. And then some other scenes here throughout were kind of just recognizable from the first photo shoot. So, but we'll just start out here in Onalaska, starting out the night. None of the kind of alleyway shots that we had started with really turned out, but this shot did turn out. I actually like this scene. This is just a nice landscape shot overlooking this house, and then really the bluffs in the background was what I was looking at here, trying to incorporate that into the background in some fashion. But I just thought these shots honestly turned out pretty good for what they were. Obviously, it was super overcast right here, very cloudy. The sun was just setting. It was probably like 10, 15 minutes till sunset. So very, very low light, but it's just a very, very moody scene. And yeah, these shots were pretty cool. Got some good clarity on a lot of these, good sharpness. You know, you can see the bluffs there in the background. Obviously, the fallen snow on everything kind of brightens up that image, gives it a little bit more exposure, but I do actually like the focus on this as well, how you can kind of see there in the foreground here, like these branches are kind of a bit blurry in the foreground, so it gives a little bit of depth to that photo. But overall, just a nice landscape scene with this house kind of there in the center. So just thought that was pretty cool. My idea for this kind of shot was getting kind of this shot in like a snowstorm, like an active snowstorm or something. But I still think this one turned out pretty cool for what it was. Let me just check the camera quick, make sure we're all good. All right. We are all good. Moving into Galesville here, guys, now, as the sun pretty much set, and we are into blue hour here. And again, I was just mainly focused on working with this full-service gas station sign here, very old-school, retro-looking gas station sign. Some landscapes here, just looking right on it, and then some verticals here with a snowplow truck kind of pulling through the scene, which was a nice snag. I like that kind of truck pulling through there, really adds to the photo. So I thought that was pretty dope. A little bit of motion blur on that. But nice portrait style there with the truck pulling through. And we have good sharpness on all of these, so yeah, those ones turned out pretty nice. Again, in the previous photo shoot episode 2, when I was here, I was really getting discombobulated with like where to position my body for these shots to get like the best angle on this sign in this gas station. Like I was working around the other side of it here, looking the other direction, but those shots didn't really appeal to me that much. But I kind of placed myself like in this kind of snowy area, driveway area. So kind of the foreground could all get filled with that snow, and it turned out pretty nice. So this is definitely one of my favorites from the whole shoot, probably. This nice vertical shot. Love that, the truck pulling through there. And yeah, this gas station is like shut down. It's just abandoned. So, and then this was a really cool landscape. I actually edited up this shot, so I'll show you guys the final edits at the end here. But really cool landscape. Same thing in basically the same spot. I just turned to the left a little bit, and I saw this shed. And I thought it looked pretty cool there. I'll show you guys quick the final edit of this. So there's the final edit. Just very moody scene, centerpiece with this shed. And then I kind of just like the texture of like these buildings and everything. I just thought it was a pretty nice scene that came together. Really not much to that, just kind of basically a picture of this shed here, and it turned into an actually pretty cool shot. And then I edited this shot up as well. I'll just show you guys that quick. This is probably another one of my favorites from this whole photo shoot. I got this house here with the little light on in the upstairs. And I thought that glow from this light coming off the house was really cool, as well as a street light here in the corner. And this is perfect blue hour. I mean, you guys can see in the sky here, just really nice, pretty blue hour. So those were those shots. I did a little crop there too. Kind of interesting crop. There's the original. So, yep, just brought up that exposure a bit. Brought up the shadows and everything from that original. Moving right along here, guys. And we're at the firehouse. This kind of old firehouse station here. You guys may recognize this from the previous shoot. This is this little alleyway right here. So kind of just walked up this. But it's getting dark at this point in the photo shoot, but I really like this shot for this light specifically in the corner of this house. I don't know. That just, that light, it just draws my attention in these shots. I don't know which one of these is going to be the best to edit out of these, but something about this upper house light to the left here just really draws my attention. So really like that. But intersection shot, this street light is placed perfectly to kind of light everything up. I'll show you guys real quick. The final shot of this photo shoot is the same thing. Just basically, I did a very large loop around the town here, and I ended up walking down this road to come back to the truck. So it's the same shot, just very backed up. So this is that same scene, yep, just up the road. But this is that shot that I was just referencing in the beginning of the review here. I was struggling, man, to get this shot off. Obviously, you taking a look at this, I'm basically zoomed in max all the way on my camera, and on my lens, I should say, which is 16 to 35. So I'm at 35 millimeters here, which is, I'm still pretty far away from my scene. And given how dark it was, I had no tripod, fingers are freezing, and I was basically trying to hold my camera as steady as I possibly could to get these shots off so that I wouldn't have a ton of motion blur. And you guys can see the camera actually performed very well. I mean, you can see the amount of sharpness we're getting here. For no tripod setup, just handheld camera. I mean, night photography, this is like, I mean, you really can't ask for much better than this. I mean, obviously, it's not like crystal clear, right? It's not crystal clear sharpness, but for what it is, and I'm zoomed in a lot here, guys. I'm zoomed in like 100%. So for what this shot is, being this far away from the subject matter and everything, I thought it was an excellent shot and a really good example, or what should I say? Yeah, just a really good example of the power of the Lumix S5 IIX. I mean, to get this shot off in these conditions at this time of night, no tripod setup and everything, pretty dang good. I mean, that's pretty good. So, really impressed. Really impressed with the functionality and the performance of the S5 IIX here throughout the winter time. This is a very good example of the capabilities of that camera. So, but yeah, cool perspective, going from this shot in the beginning there to this shot at the end. That's kind of a cool combo worth of photos. So, all right, moving right along here, guys. This shot, kind of interesting, just a car driving through this scene, but I was really just focusing on this very amber street light. I thought it was just giving off a really cool glow. Obviously, this is just like a shed or like a storage unit or something, but nothing too interesting. But just a really nice amber glow there. So I like that. This shot I ended up editing. I'll show you guys that quick. This street light here with the truck. So there's that final edit. Pretty cool here. I like, you can kind of see these cell towers or whatever. Those red lights in the left. Little hue of green coming off that house light as well. But this is kind of what I'm talking about. These hills you see here, like this hill. It's kind of what I was talking about. This little town is, I really like it for these kind of just little hills all over the place that you kind of see. Relatively same scene here, just kind of more up on the house itself, or these like apartment buildings or whatever. But thought this was kind of interesting. just up on it a little bit more. This shot, I like this shot a lot. Ended up editing this as well. Let me show you guys that quick. And right here. So brought up that exposure, decent amount, brought up the shadows. And really, I just, the position of these houses specifically, in terms of how they're kind of just like going up this hill, like I really like that. It's just very interesting to me. Good clarity on this. Obviously, we're getting some noise, some grain that's popping up here. You guys can see they still had their Christmas tree up, end of February. But yeah, the position of the kind of these buildings, it just flows very nicely. It's kind of going up, the hill a little bit. So I don't know. I liked how that looked. It was pretty cool to me. And these shadows are really deep as well. So also, it's kind of interesting. There's just this little stairwell here, kind of leading down into this snowy pit. I don't know. Just kind of an interesting scene there. And then working towards the end here, guys. Yeah, we're pretty much at the end. Just another alleyway shot here. I haven't edited this up or anything, but got this nice alleyway shot, kind of coming back to the end here. Yeah, you guys can see the sharpness and clarity on these. I mean, really, really nice. I've been very impressed, again, with how the Lumix has been performing all winter. It's been, it's been a treat. It's been really, really fun. Been using this thing, using the Lumix out in the night and in the blue hour. So, yep, those are all the photos, the edit selects there, guys, from episode 4 here. So those are all pretty much the best looking ones that I selected out of the photo shoot. And I did show you guys the final edits, but real quick here, I will show you guys some of the ones that just did not make the cut. So yeah, there were a few up here. Like I was saying, we just started out on Alaska here. I just walked down this alley. I don't even know if this was included in the field footage, but none of these really turned out. You guys can see how just like gray. It was just a very gray evening. So you guys saw all those. That was pretty much this only shot that kind of turned out from that area. And then you guys are seeing in these, like this was those other angles I was trying, those other perspectives I was trying to, line up for the gas station. But again, I just did not like how this was looking from this side, and it just looked a lot cleaner from this side. So I don't know if you guys can see that, but also the gas station sign itself, it's actually lit up better on this side because of this street light and this light as well. So this light over here and this light, it's kind of facing this side of the sign. So that's why I was lighting that up a bit better from this angle. So it's kind of the reasoning, or my own reasoning, behind those shots. Let's see here. Wrapping it up here, guys. I appreciate you guys sticking with me, of course, on all of these. Really do appreciate it. Some more that didn't make it, just some house scenes, looking up this hill. You guys saw all of those. Most of these honestly made the cut. Like a lot of these are really good photos. Yeah, the majority of these honestly will make the cut. Just, yeah, ton of really good scenes out of this shoot here, guys. Really like how this one went. This one didn't really make it. I don't know. This one wasn't as interesting to me. This shot I will definitely edit up. I just did not have the time to basically scroll through all these and pick out the best one or the best few. But this shot was at the end of the photo shoot as well. This is just a vertical shot looking up at kind of these downtown buildings, and with some cropping, with some editing, this could turn out to be a pretty cool shot. And it's just an interesting angle, kind of looking up at these layers of buildings. So, and obviously you just got like a hill of snow there. But I believe that is pretty much it there, guys. Yep. those are all of the photos. I showed you guys the edits. Let me show you guys quick. Yeah, you guys saw all of these, so I won't run through these again. I'll show you guys quick some other ones that I've been finishing up in terms of edits from previous shoots here. So we got this West La Crosse moon landscape shot from the previous episode. Edited up this one here. It's pretty nice. This was from the episode 2. This is actually out in Galesville, same place, same little town, just that sheriff truck. So final edit there. Nice alleyway light. I've actually gotten a ton of edits done from previous episodes here, guys, throughout mainly January. But really nice edit here. Tons of amber coming off that one light. Looks crazy. Pretty cool. And this alleyway, I think you guys might have saw that. Yeah, I think you guys might have saw those. So, but yeah, mainly just been working through January here, guys. Getting through those photos, but we'll hop off the screen, call it a wrap on this episode. Again, I do appreciate you guys sticking with me here for all these photo shoot episodes. Like I've been saying, been having a lot of fun getting out this winter into the night photography and kind of immersing myself in just the blue hour and night photos. I feel like I'm getting a lot better. And you can see it in the photos. I'm just getting way more tuned in and locked in with these night photos. But man, we are coming pretty much to the end of winter here, guys. There is not much left. I will say that. It's honestly been a cold winter, but in terms of snowfall, it's been pretty mild. I got something special in store coming up for you guys. We've had a pretty big snowstorm come through here recently, so that'll be a nice kind of closer to the season. But overall, yeah, it's been pretty mild this winter in terms of snowfall. It has been kind of brutally cold throughout some spots throughout the season. But yeah, we've been just kind of working with what we got out here in Wisconsin, and yeah, like I've kind of been mentioning throughout this video, I've been really having no issues with the Lumix S5 2X. You guys have been seeing me working with that thing all throughout this winter season, and throughout the 0 degree days, -10 degree wind chills, snowy weather, cold nights. It's been performing very, very, very well. Really no issues to complain about. Battery hasn't died. The only thing that I did notice was the actual viewfinder. It's like an electronic viewfinder. So when it was like -10, -15 on one of those nights, the viewfinder was kind of slowing down. Like I could notice it was getting a little bit tacky in terms of the viewfinder itself, and I think that was because of the cold. But other than that, I mean, really no issues whatsoever. So been very, very satisfied with the performance of the new camera. Been enjoying it a lot, and yeah, I hope you guys have been enjoying kind of watching me throughout this winter season and getting these blue hour winter photos. It's been a treat. I've been having a lot of fun doing it, and working with a wide angle lens as well it's been sweet. I've just been really enjoying getting back to the wide angle. The wide angle lens is actually like what I started with in terms of getting like a ton of street photography photos back in the day, like back in 2015, 2016. So getting back to the wide angle stuff has been a lot of fun as well. But I'm going to quit blabbering and wrap it up here, guys. But overall, throughout this episode, tons of good photos. Like I kind of just said there, most of those made the cut in terms of, worthy of an edit, worthy of putting some editing time into. So tons of really good scenes out of this shoot. Very, very happy I went back to that location. And that is one thing for you guys. If you go to a location for one photo shoot and it's just not right time, right setting, right day, whatever conditions, I would not don't hesitate to go back there and try it again. That's literally what I did throughout this episode. I just came back in the nighttime. So, it's worth it. And I would say you're a lot more comfortable out there the second time around because you already have an idea of what you're looking for. So it really helps. It does help. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say, guys. So
I will leave it at that. Hope you guys are doing good out there. Hope you guys are doing good out there, and yeah, probably enjoying the last couple weeks of winter and rolling into spring here, guys. So yeah, we're getting ready for some warmer months, and I'm ready for that. I'm ready for that by now. So, but thanks for sticking with me, guys. I do appreciate it, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.